Autumn, the crafting enthusiast. I thought today, since it's the day before Thanksgiving, I would film a quick whip and chat and kind of just talk to you and let you know how the last couple of days have gone since my son was here, and kind of just get a little chatty with you. So this is my little snowman from Kudos, and I'm just going to use my pen from Hobby Lobby and my tray from Bella Art, Dana Cole, and that's pretty much all I have here. So I'm just going to get right into it. And today is, it's the 27th, and it is kind of late in the afternoon. So, well, it's not late in the afternoon, it's evening, we'll just put it that way. So today was, well, we'll start with Monday. Was pretty exciting because my son called and said he was coming, and so we were really excited, and we hung out for the last couple of days, and I have a diamond stuck to my pen. It's a little dirty. I just put a new glue dot in here. It's just really sticky, so I haven't dirtied it up yet. So yeah, that was Monday. He stayed until today. He's gone now. He left quite a while ago. It was several hours ago. We had a really good visit. We had just hung out Monday night, and the kids and him played some video games and just had fun. The kids get really excited when they know their big brother's coming to town. So we had dinner on Monday night and then just went to bed really late. I told the kids that they didn't have to go back to school until we homeschool. By the way, for those of you who haven't listened, we homeschool. And I told them that they didn't have to go back to school until Monday. So I'll get back to class. So they're pretty excited about that. So Corey was here and we visited. He did not bring his girlfriend because she wanted to see her parents in Billings, Montana. So he just came over here for a couple of days, and this glue dot's going to give me a fit. See, what do we do? Well, they just played video games, and we just kind of hung out and I had a nice time visiting. And then yesterday I had the chiropractor appointment, and then I just came straight home after that. I didn't go get a laptop. I am going to just try to use my desktop for now, because I have a really nice Lenovo desktop, and he said that one will probably work good. It'll have good speed for uploading videos, and learning how to edit on a desktop is a bit more, I don't know. I mean, it's the same concept, but it's a bit more complex, I guess. So I'm just going to use our Lenovo and use that for uploading for now. And I am using my Canon, so if you notice any different quality or anything like that on my recording, it's because I have not been recording on my phone. And I mean, it's still a little bit nerve-wracking a bit, because I don't 100% know what I'm doing, but he's very well versed in all of this technology. The younger generations are. And so we did a lot of that. That was yesterday, was pretty much, I had pre-recorded like a whole bunch of videos. So I still have some that I have, not a whole bunch, but you know, enough to get edited and upload. But I did it on the Canon. He set up the camera for me. That was on Monday. And he said, okay, just start filming. So that's what we did. I started filming, and I just filmed a couple of videos, did a couple of things that's, I haven't uploaded it to YouTube yet, so if you haven't seen that part yet. But, so I did all that, and then we sat down at the computer, and he pretty much got me all set up, and we kind of did a, from start to finish, kind of a cram session on how to edit on a desktop. And it's a lot more complex when you're, it's just more complex. So I have to say that, you know, the recording on my phone is, I don't want to do that to my phone, but I'll be honest, it's way easier to edit on that. Way easier. And this is way more, a lot more complicated. And so it's more like a 3 or 4 step process rather than just a record, edit, and upload process. There's way more to it. So, yeah, so yesterday was the cram session, and then today I just kind of, you know, did like, my brain is tired. I did a refresher. So today was like, okay, so he goes, okay, now you tell me what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, okay. So first we do this, and for second we do this. And he's like, yep. And then he's like, now the last step is going to be the most complex part. And that is making sure that your card that is on your camera, you clean that off. And then you clean up the files on your computer, so you keep it organized. So that's going to be probably my biggest headache, is to, when I'm done uploading my recordings onto the computer, then I have to make sure that I have them in the proper files and keep them organized. Otherwise my file system on my computer will look like a disaster area, and I won't be able to find anything. I won't, know where anything's at when I upload. So he did, I can't remember the app now. I can't remember the app name that he put on my computer for editing. I don't know. It'll probably come to me. But yeah, so he was trying to teach me how to. Now this is kind of crazy because I've not had this happen to me yet. When I uploaded my video yesterday, my unboxing, I think it was an unboxing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was kind of like a haul video. And I went to, after I uploaded it, I went and wanted to preview it on YouTube. And it said, what's the word? It said, like, well, something about the sound is licensed. So it's not a strike, but it's like, so what I did not do was I did not check to make sure that the sound that I had picked wasn't licensed. So there was a strike there, even though it said this was not a strike. It's just, when you're picking music, you have to make sure that it's cleared, basically, that it doesn't have any legalities behind it. So now I know how to clear that. Make sure on this app that I'm using to edit, that I know if the music that I've picked is safe, basically safe to use on YouTube or any other public forum or whatever. And I only use YouTube. I don't use anything else. I do have an Instagram and all that stuff. I don't use it. So yeah, yesterday was the cram session, and today was the, okay, now, show me what you learned kind of a thing. So that was, it was fine. I think I did pretty good. It's just going to be, I think the more practice you get, the better you get at it. So I need to make sure that I'm uploading and practicing and doing all the things, because yeah, otherwise I might get lazy and just be like, nope, I'm gonna record on my phone because it's easier. So yeah, that was quite the educational process. And yeah, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, and here in the US, if you're listening from a different part of the world. And yeah, the family's coming over, everybody's excited, and there's I'm having the main stuff that I'm making, but everybody else is kind of filling in with the desserts, so that's good. Everybody wants to do a little bit, and I appreciate that. So yeah, today, well, Corey just he's like, well, I wanted to have, Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving dinner with you. And I was like, well, I didn't plan that. I would, but I've only got one turkey, and that's for Thanksgiving Day. And so I just grabbed a couple of chickens out of the freezer, and I roasted a couple of chickens and made some mashed potatoes and gravy and homemade macaroni and cheese, because that's always good with a roast chicken. And yeah, and so we had just kind of laid around this morning, did a little bit of technical stuff on the computer, and then we ate, and he had to get on the road because it's a few hours to Billings from our house, so he needed to get back. His girlfriend they're getting ready for Thanksgiving over there, and then they're heading back to Colorado Springs. So, but we got to see him, and I'll take anything. I'll take any of it, and that's all I ask for. At least he's thoughtful enough to keep us in his schedule, because we're all the way over here in the middle of nowhere. But that's the way it feels anyway. So yeah, we were just really excited, really happy to see him, and it was a busy time, and we just had really good conversation and had fun with the kids and the younger ones. So yeah, in case you were wondering, yes, I did just fling a diamond, but that's okay. I'll just move it over here. And today, it's just been kind of a down day. Ever since he left, I've just been kind of in the blues, I guess. My heart hurts a little bit, so I don't know. It's hard when your kids grow up, move away, and you just miss them, and you get excited to see them, and then when they go to leave, it's like you just don't plan for that time to come because you're enjoying your time with them. And so I think he left, I don't know, at around 3, and he's probably already back in Billings now. I gotta clean my pen off. It's getting all funky. So, yeah, I watched some YouTube videos today, and that's kind of why I'm recording right now, because I know tomorrow's Thanksgiving and a lot of people are going to be really busy with their families, and I get that. And so I don't expect, like a whole bunch of watch time. However, there are people that, don't have all that ruckus going on around them, and I didn't want anybody to get lonely on the holidays, and I thought I would kind of be a, be a voice to listen to. And yeah, I am trying to, I love this little snowman. He's so cute. Isn't he cute? He's really cute. But I don't know. I guess I've just had the blues today. I was listening to Lazy Retired Granny earlier. After Corey left, I was just really sad, and I was like cooking dinner, or because I cooked a very large lunch, and it was like, I did the couple roast chickens and all of that. It was like at 2 o'clock when we ate, so I didn't figure I would have to make like a huge dinner. So I just kind of made something really easy, and they're older. The kids are older. They don't. I mean, sometimes it's okay to have that, free for all dinner. So, because I'm going to be in the kitchen tomorrow, like pretty much all day on my feet, so I kind of figured I would just call it good for that part of today, and tomorrow I'll pick it up again and do it again. But probably should have made my cranberry sauce today. I did not. But everybody seems to like the cranberry sauce with their turkey. So yeah, I mean, I was talking to Corey about it when he left. I'm like, well, when is it going to be before I see you again? He's like, well, it probably won't be till spring. So what are we at? We're almost in December. Sunday's December 1st, and it's really hard to believe. But that's well, I mean, if we consider maybe March, it's 5 months. Well, 4 months. January, February, March. Yeah. We usually, in March, we still have snow on the ground, and that's no joke. We usually don't even see the ground. It's white until May. And I that's how it's been like every single year that I've been here since 2012. So, yeah, we won't even see the ground. I mean, it's snowing today. I was kind of worried about him traveling, but I mean, he's a good driver, so. But it's snowing today again, and yeah, it's just going to be the case. I mean, we haven't even hit our really cold time of year yet. That's January and February. So that'll be our really cold time, and that's when it's like 30 to 50 below, and then we've got wind chill factors on top of that. So but March will still be pretty cold here, but that might be a good time to go down and see him. And I bet it would be pretty nice in Colorado Springs at that point, huh? So, and we can kind of escape the cold for a little bit. And don't know. What are you guys up to? I probably won't upload this till Thanksgiving Day. So, and I know, like I said, I know everybody's going to be busy. So it's totally fine. Everybody's going to be busy tomorrow. And I told everybody not till 2. Come over at about 2. I'll try to get that turkey in. And maybe we can, you know, have our dinner and end the night kind of early so I can just kind of wind down and not feel like I need to entertain a whole heck of a lot. But yeah, that's the thing about having Thanksgiving at your house is you're kind of like, you know, there to entertain in a way. I'm not great at it, but I sure do try. So he was telling me, Corey was telling me, because I given my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, by the way, I did ask him, like, have you popped a question yet? None of my business, but just wondering. And he's like, no, not yet. I'm like, okay. But when they were here last, before it was right when they were going to move to Colorado Springs, when he got out of the Air Force Academy, they came over to visit, and I know I recorded a video on that, but they came over to visit, and when they left, I gave Kiara a diamond painting, and she was so excited. And I guess she's got it almost half done already. And I was just, what? I need a picture. Send me a picture. I want to see the progress. So she hasn't sent it yet, but she said she would. And I know she's busy with her family, so I'm not going to press it. Yeah, she's having fun with her parents too. They've missed her. So, and by the way, I'm going to try to figure out, I know I have it somewhere in a file, and I'm pretty sure Corey showed me where he put it in my files on the computer, but I'm going to try to upload a picture. If I can get to it, when I preview this video, I'm going to upload a picture right here of him in his uniform, and it's family photos of all of us. So you can see my boy. He's a big boy. He's 6'5". He's a big boy. And yeah, you'll be able to spot him in his uniform. But we took lots of family photos at that time. So yeah, I'll try to remember to do that. I hope that, yeah. And I don't really want to edit this whip and chat down. I kind of want to leave it as is, because the whole point of a whip and chat is to, you know, have a chat. And I can call it something else. You know, a visit, and I don't know what else to call it. What else can you call it? A lot of people have different names for them. Yeah. But I like the whip and chat. I know it's kind of generic, but it's kind of what it's called, so. A whip and gab. Some people call it a whip and gab. Add more zest. Rebecca over at 4Kids at 147, she calls it a whip and waffle, which is kind of funny because she's, you know, in the UK, I believe. I'm not sure where she's at exactly, but I'm gonna put more diamonds in here. I don't want it to fall. I'm fumbling with my hands. I'm off tonight again. I was off on Monday when I was filming that whip and chat, and then today I'm just off because of the blues. So I think I wanted to come and film because it was a distraction from the sad. I didn't want to sit there and cry. So I figured I would rather come and film. Oh, come on, get on there. It's kind of a distraction from thinking about him. Just miss my kids when they move away. So I don't know. Do you guys have, kids that, moved away really far? And one thing I can say is I'm really, really glad that, he didn't get stationed in another country, because that could have been the case. He could have got stationed in another country. That was one of the things that I was really nervous about. I didn't want him to get stationed somewhere else on the globe. And, but just the fact that he got stationed here in this country, I was really happy about that. And we'll just see how he goes with it, because so far he has told me that he really, really likes his job, and he's super happy where he's at. So that's good. I mean, you want to like your job. I mean, of course, it is kind of new. Even if you're doing something you like, doesn't everything kind of, after a while, become a job it no longer is enjoyable? I don't know. I've had some really neat jobs. I haven't always been a stay-at-home mom. When my older two were little, I worked for Montana Silversmiths, and I made belt buckles and jewelry, and that was an interesting job. I liked that job. That was really awesome. There was a lot of components to the job, so no matter what, you weren't like in one spot doing the same thing all the time. They would move you around to different places, and so I got trained in a lot of the different sections of the process of making the belt buckles. The only thing I didn't do was there's a spot in the factory where they would stamp out the shapes there's like these big, huge machines that would stamp out the shapes from the metal. So that was probably one of the only spots that I did not work in. And then I worked there for, almost 2 years. And then there was another job that I did. I did like that job, but there was other parts of my life at that time that weren't so smooth. So then, after everything kind of calmed down, I thought it was calming down anyway, I went and got a job at a fireworks factory, and we did fireworks for a lot of indoor like arenas, you could say. We did fireworks for Disneyland. We did fireworks for Super Bowl. We did fireworks for concerts. We did this. It was a very exciting time in my life. I was in my 30s. I just loved that job. I loved the whole process of making fireworks. And let's see. I need to get rid of one more. That was really cool. So when and like I said, this is back in my 30s. When Ozzy Osbourne came to town, we were making the fireworks for his concert, and Rob Zombie was opening up for him, And a lot of people might not, might not know who it is. They might know who it is. But I was really like kind of bummed that I'm not sure where that cut off at. Well, I hope that I didn't. I don't know at what point I'm gonna have to edit it, and if I have to do a little bit of a voiceover or something, I will. So I'm not sure how long my camera wasn't recording. So yeah, I worked for Montana Silversmiths for almost 2 years, and then I met my boyfriend, my husband now. I mean, we've been together for 17 years, but then I was working for a fireworks factory in the town that I lived in Columbus, Montana. And I loved that job, and we were building fireworks and stuff, and we would do big arenas. So indoor, a lot of times it was indoor, and I mean, some of it was outdoor, like some of the Disneyland stuff is outdoor, but the stuff for like the Ozzy Osbourne concert, that's all indoor it was in the Billings Metrodome. I don't know what it's called now. I think it's called something else now. But it was Ozzy Osbourne and Rob Zombie, and I really wanted to see that. Now, I don't know if I'm saying this a second time, if it got recorded the first time, so I really wanted to see it, but it was sold out, and I was like kind of disappointed because I wanted to see, all of our hard work. I wanted to see the concert, and so my boyfriend calls me. It was my husband, my current husband, and he's like, "Do you want to go see Rob Zombie or Ozzy Osbourne? You want to go to the Ozzy Osbourne concert?" I'm like, "How?" His sister had gotten a bunch of tickets through her work, I think, and so in the end, I was able to go, and I was really excited because I wanted to see our work, and that was really exciting. I mean, the whole crowd and everybody's, pumped up, and we were on the floor, like not in the mash pit. They call it the mash pit or the mosh pit or whatever. I was a little further back because I can't handle that kind of stuff, but yeah, on the floor, kind of right up pretty close to the stage, and that was an exciting job. I had that job I was there for almost 2 years also, and then my husband and I had been getting more serious, so we ended up moving closer, bought a new house. Well, we moved, and yeah, I ended up I had gotten injured. I'll just put it that way. My shoulder had dislocated, and in a fireworks factory, you have to wear 100% cotton. You can't be wearing anything that could spark because you're dealing with a lot of black powder. So, yeah, I ended up having to. I didn't go back because of my injury. I had to be in that arm sling for like 6 weeks, and yeah, so I mean, that's fine. I mean, life moves on. You move on with life. And everything just kind of slowly progressed, and we got married in Billings, and here we are, all the way over here in Williston. It's really not that far from Billings. It's only like 4 hours. I don't know if this is a really good angle for my hand, but I really wanted. I guess I'll try a different angle this time. My pen is still a little too sticky. It still wants to stick to the diamonds like crazy. But yeah, those were exciting times in my life. And I was in my 30s and young, and I could handle it, and I could, you know, I was really on the go all the time. And not now. And now that I'm 50, I'm like, I don't really want to do, I mean, we have our things that we do, and I just don't, I don't get out of the house much. My job is, the homeschooling and taking care of the farm and taking care of my family. That's my job, and I appreciate it immensely. And some days I do have those days where I kind of miss working outside of the home. I don't want to say I miss working, because, I mean, when you're a mom, you're like always working. So, yeah. Yeah, that was 20 years ago, and it's so hard to believe that 20 years has just flown by. Like, it just feels like a snap. It's just gone, all that time. It's like, where did it go? Where did it go? It's just a memory now. All those years. I can still remember being a little kid in the 70s, man, and like, where did it go? It's all gone. It's just a memory. And, well, sometimes you can get kind of nostalgic in that, but it doesn't do you any good to get caught up in nostalgia. I mean, yeah, it's nice every once in a while, but yeah. Well, I hope you guys have really good plans, or have a really good Thanksgiving, and I pray that everybody's safe and just has a good time. My older brother's going to come over. My youngest sister's going to come over. So my oldest brother and my youngest sister. Yeah. And there's several years between them. I think Cindy is 37 and Randy is 54. I think he's going to be 54. Or no, he is 54. Yeah, he's 54. He's going to be 55 this next year. So, everybody just keeps getting older. When we were kids, when you're kids, you never think you're gonna grow up and get older. Oh, my mom's gonna come over too. So, that's good. Everybody will have a good time. I hope. I'm praying that everybody will have a good time. I'll fill their bellies up and they can't put up a fight then. I'll overstuff them. What are they gonna do? They won't be able to get up off the couch. Everybody will fall asleep and take a nap. Oh, yeah. That's so funny. They just gotta fill their bellies up, and then they'll just lay down and take a nap. All that L-tryptophan from the turkey. That's one thing that actually I've heard studies on it. It's really good for a relaxing anxiety. And because I have really bad anxiety, and it usually comes on with my hot flashes, but like a panic. But I have that anxiety too, and like large groups make me, I pretty much I'll just go home. I can't do crowds, like I just can't. And if I do, I have to have my husband with, and I have to be able to have a quick exit at the door. There's another thing that I'm really, like, I have a problem with, and that's letting anybody do my hair and letting anybody do my nails. And, you know, there have been times in this whole YouTube journey that I've wanted to go get my nails done and have pretty nails, and I don't know how to do them myself. You know, even if it's just the stickers or whatever. I don't know how to do that, so but there's been a few times where I'm just like, oh, maybe I'll just go get my nails done, and then I think about it, I'm like, nope, no. Oh my gosh, this town. And maybe it's like this everywhere, I don't know, but all I know is in this town, if you want to get your nails done, well, you are paying out the nose, and they know it, they see you coming, and they'll charge you an arm and a leg, and you know, and I don't know, I just want something simple, and if it comes down to just filing my nails and painting them, that's fine, as long as they're not chippy looking. So get this little snowman done, and this little square. I do kind of pick out big squares, I think, when I come to film. This is gonna frustrate me. It's stuck on there. What was I talking about? Well, so yeah, I don't go Black Friday shopping. In fact, in the past, when I did want to go Black Friday shopping, and I know you want to be there like bright and early when all of the deals are going on so that you can get whatever it is you're after. My husband and I will wait till like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then all the crowds have died down by then. And yeah, so Black Friday is not. I like online. I like Cyber Monday. I do Black Friday. I like the fact that Black Friday has moved less from the store so that you don't have to deal with the crowds and more to online. So yeah, I can appreciate that. That I can do. And it seems like a lot of it has gone more digital, you know, online instead of in the physical shop. But there's not really a whole lot of choices in this town. We do have JCPenney still. Our Penny's is still open. We just, you know, I think Sears went out of business several years ago, but we did have a Sears in this town up until 2 years ago. I want to say it was like 2 years ago. And we had a Sears up until then. And so there's not a whole lot of choices in this town. We have Walmart. We have 3 grocery stores, which Walmart is one of them. And then we have a Maurice's. We have. So, I mean, like, if you want to get any shopping done in this town, you've got Maurice's, JCPenney, Walmart, and then there's a few other like shops that are like the high end, you know, where the jeans are like $250 a pair type of shops. Yeah. No, thank you. I got diamond paintings to buy. I can't go buy no expensive jeans. I'll wear sweats. I don't care. I don't need to look fancy when I'm diamond painting. Oh, no. I got diamond paintings to buy. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I sent Lazy Retired Granny an email today. And I think I'm gonna send her a picture of the Christmas cabin that I've been working on by Donna Gelsinger, because I have like kicked butt on that. You guys should see it. I should post a picture of that one I was going to send it on hers and use it for her premiere, because she's going to do a premiere for the Christmas premiere thing. But yeah, I think that was one of the things she was going to cover, was people send in their pictures, you know, in email form, and she was going to use that and show that on her channel for part of her premiere. So yeah, I was gonna do it there, but I mean, I also diamond painting with Coco, I'm gonna I'll probably shoot one over on her Facebook page. She's always like, oh, send me a post on my Facebook page, I want to see what you're working on. So yeah, so I'll probably send it to her too. And I'm getting so close to that Country Ladies getting done. That one is so cute. I love that one. It is really sweet. Yeah, Country Ladies is almost done. Once I get that one done, I'm gonna do the Dreamer Designs. So I think because I have so many Dreamer Designs, I think I'm just gonna do the spinning the wheel rather than doing a poll, because, well, I guess I'm still on the fence about that a little bit. And the reason why is because I do have like a few favorites that I do have a few favorites where I could pick like my top 3 favorites and then do a poll on that. I'm still on the fence about that, because I mean, I think I want to start a square so I could do like, you know, because I do like their rounds. I do. Their rounds are amazing. But I was thinking I could do a poll or the wheel. But if I did a poll, I would have to pick like the top 3 of my favorite that I like the most, and create a poll that way and poll you guys and see what you guys think. You know, see who picks what. I think that would be, I mean, that would maybe make it a little bit more interactive for you guys too, to kind of be more more involved in the decision-making process. So, yeah. But I kind of want to try that Tiny Decisions wheel too. I think that would be fun. So next up, after I get this WIP and chat all uploaded or exported or imported or whatever all the technical terms is, I'm gonna film and I don't think I'll do it tomorrow, because tomorrow will be way too busy for me. That's why I'm doing the WIP and chat tonight. But yeah, tomorrow will be a little bit busy. Oh, you can't see me placing, can you? I'm sorry. You should just up my camera a little bit. I don't know if you're watching. Sometimes it's more like a podcast than it is a viewing, you know, because I'm talking rather than there. Okay. I don't know how long I've been recording or, you know, working where you can't see my hands. But, so yeah, that's why I'm recording this podcast tonight, because I know everybody's going to be busy tomorrow, and I probably won't have a lot of time tomorrow to film or anything. But yeah, next up is my Chuck Penson stash. And yeah, that I don't know. I'll be honest, and I don't mean to like, I get FOMO really bad, and I've admitted that before. So it's a marketing technique that actually works really well on me, and I think it works really well on a lot of people. But so sometimes I get FOMO, a lot of times I get FOMO, and I'll buy a painting because I know it's probably going to sell out, but I won't necessarily open it. So I do have some Chuck Pensons that I have not opened, and some that I've had for a really long time. This is really frustrating me. So do you guys, when I'm doing my stash video, do you guys want me to just kind of zip through them, like show you my stash, or do you want me to open the ones that are not open yet? They are the older kits from Diamond Art Club. They're not, you know, the newer ones, because they are fairly old. Some of them I've had since I first started diamond painting. So, I mean, if you want me to, just say so in the comments, and I will make sure that I open the ones that are not open yet, even though they are the old kits. And you know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and say they're even available, and you might be able to get them on a D stash, but some of them aren't available anymore. So that part of showing your stash kind of makes me feel bad, like if I'm showing you something that you can't buy anymore. But I mean, that's the whole part of showing your stash, right? Like, people want to know what you got in your stash, and that's fine. I just feel like it's kind of, I feel bad if you can't buy it anymore, or someone like, oh, I wanted that one for a really long time and now you can't buy it because it's been archived, you know. So that's the one thing I don't like about showing like an older stash, because it's like, I think I started diamond painting in the beginning of 2021, and we're going into 2025. That diamond's kind of tiny. So yeah, it's a little bit older. Some of them. I've been showing you my newer kits. That one won't come off my pen. I'm struggling with this glue dot. It's not at a dirty enough stage yet. I get it dirty. Tap it on my clothes a couple of times. So yeah, and then I'll do my, I think after that, I'll do my Abraham Hunter. I don't know. I have a lot of Abraham Hunter too. What else? Who else? There's another one, Dominic Davison. Ooh, I like his art too. So it's a, and then the rest of my stash is ones that are, they're just kind of like randoms, because I don't like have, like, I have a few Dakota Detweilers, but they're ones that actually have like a sentimental value or a sentimental meaning to me. So that's why I got those. Looking for another one here. I need B, number 8. So that will be kind of the way I think I'm going to line it up, because I don't, oh, braid. Apparently I lost my train of thought. Okay, B. We're going to do bees. So yeah, I think it's going to be a good holiday. I think it's going to be good. I mean, lots of food, lots of family, drama free, because yeah, we don't need that on the holidays. We just need to be enjoying ourselves. And I know there's a lot of people right now dealing with a lot of I don't really want to call it stress, but you know, traumatic situations, but stress, that is stress. So yeah, my prayers are with you that are dealing with that right now, because I know that makes the holidays hard. And so holidays can be good, and they can also be hard, and that. So I'm praying for those people that are having those struggles right now, or any time really. It's just really hard during the holidays. Are you guys doing any like starting December 1st, doing any kind of like specialty canvases like for Christmas, or have you already started your Christmas canvases? Just let me know. Yeah, do you guys like turkey? Do you do turkey for Thanksgiving? Because I always do turkey for Thanksgiving. Always. Well, some people are, you know, they don't care. Some people do a ham, they do prime rib, whatever. I'm gonna do probably. I think my sister was saying she wants to do prime rib for Christmas. So my sister said she was gonna go down to the butcher shop and see if they have any. I said, you better do it now, because anything that has to do with prime rib in this town gets sold out. Everything in this town gets sold out. It's like they don't have enough stores or stuff on the shelves to keep everybody in groceries. I don't know. I kind of gave up on my Topo Chico. I just get whatever I can get, and still haven't. I don't think they're still on the shelves. Okay. Let's see. We'll do N is 15. Yeah, like I said, I did some podcast watching, or I should say YouTube watching. More like I, put YouTube in my ear and I'll listen more like podcast style. I'm sure a lot of people do that. The podcast style is because, you get kind of busy, but you still want to listen. So, yeah, I just put my earbuds in and go about my day. And I get pretty excited whenever Granny uploads a video. That makes me, I love that. And she does them daily, so yeah, she's, I don't know how, I suppose if, my kids were grown, I would have more time to do that much, but for now, I'm just going to do what I can, and upload as much as I can when I got time. Have you guys got your Christmas shopping done? Some people are really disciplined about that. I'm kind of a procrastinator of sorts in certain areas. So I started buying them their, like, a few stocking stuffers. Like, I'd see something really cool that made me think of one of the kids, and I'd be like, oh, they'd like that. So, yeah, that's not the right color. So I started like a little bit of stocking stuffers, but most people, they would kind of wait until Black Friday, but they start those Black Friday deals earlier and earlier every single year. So do you buy, get your Christmas shopping done early, or do you wait until that Black Friday rolls around and hope that you get what you want? And some of us, we're buying for our grandkids, we're buying for our great-grandkids, or, yeah, I obviously don't have great-grandkids, but my mom does. It's, it just, hey, I can say one thing, is I did get my Christmas decorations up earlier this year than I did last year. And that was, that was good. I should take a picture of my tree and all the lights are on out there. All the decorations are all lit up out there. I should go take a picture of my tree for you. If I get it done, I will insert that right here. Yeah. So at least, I mean, I got that done. Our typical way of doing that is it's the weekend. Yeah. Okay. So I might have not been recording for a little while because of my camera has that's another thing that I think is really weird about this Canon, and I've heard other YouTubers talk about, recording on a camera like this, is there's only an allotted amount of time where it will record and then it shuts off. It stops recording. It's like, oh, you've reached your allotted amount of time now. You don't know where you left off in recording? So, yeah, I think I left off talking about, and I don't know if this is right or not, talking about getting my Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving this year, rather than waiting until Thanksgiving. I mean, I've been sitting here talking to myself, not knowing if I was being recorded or not. I should know. I should be looking up every once in a while, making sure it's recording, but yeah, I guess I'm going to have to get used to that. So, yeah, it gets so cold here. I mean, and I was saying that a lot of people will get their outdoor decorations done when they get their indoor decorations done. And this year, I don't know, it's so stinking cold. It's not as cold as it's going to get, but yeah, I don't know. My husband, like I said, my husband and my son usually dress up, get really all dressed up, and they go out and put the decorations outside. So even if it's really cold but it's sunny, they'll go out and still dress up and put the decorations up, all the lights on the house. I guess I don't really care if we do it this year or not, but I really do like seeing all those lights. I just love it. I could drive around town looking at all the Christmas lights. I love the Christmas lights. So, yeah. It feels like this year, as it's like I blinked and I missed it. It just has flown by so stinking fast. I don't know where it all went. And I feel like I've heard a lot of people talk about that. Like, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that the year is almost gone and we're heading into 2025. And it just doesn't seem like it should be going that fast. It just feels like the older I get, the faster it goes. The older I get, the faster it goes. The older I get, the younger the drivers look. I'm like, man, that kid doesn't look old enough to be driving. But they're still the same age. It's still driving at starting to drive at the same age, but yet they look like they're not old enough to even have a job, let alone have a license or anything, But, and I'm sure kids hear that. The kids that start driving young, they hear that, but they probably think that just sounds goofy. But it's true. I never noticed it when I was in my 20s. I never noticed how young, it's just the older I get, the younger the new drivers look. So, and I think the states are pretty close in age, and when they allow them to get their driver's license. The states are pretty close in age, but I think in North Dakota you can get your permit, and Montana too, I believe. At 14 and a half, you can get your permit, but you can't drive until you're 16. And yeah, and Gavin is going to be 16 in February, so he's already talking about going and doing his driver test. And I'm like, oh man, my insurance is gonna go up. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, I know that he's probably going to be wanting to get a part-time job and stuff like that too, but I actually would rather him get dual enrollment, so he's doing homeschooling and then on top of it doing college classes. So there's a pretty good college in town, and he could at least get a lot of his classes out of the way. I think he'd make a really good engineer, like a mechanical engineer. He's very mechanically minded. He's really good with numbers, so I think he'd make a really good mechanical engineer. Addie wants to be a writer. I think I said that about her and in my Monday Whip and Chat. She wants to be a writer, and she loves to read, man. She's always got her face buried in a book. And that's like her favorite thing to do. Go to bed and crack open a book at night. When it's bedtime, she'll crack open a book, and gosh, she's a night owl like me. I'm a night owl. Bad. So yeah, any of my friends that are over there on the West Coast, I know you're 2 hours earlier than me. I am a night owl, so I'll be looking at my clock being, oh, hey, it's, midnight. But in Oregon and Washington on the West Coast, it's only 10 o'clock. And I know I'm not the only one that's a night owl. I am really a night owl. I need to do something about that, but I can't sleep, so I figure, what's the point in fighting it? I'll sleep when I get tired, and sometimes that's pretty darn late, or I should say early. But yeah, I don't know, I can't sleep anymore. And I take melatonin. I take a supplement. It's valerian root and a magnesium, like a relaxing magnesium, and it's called Formula 303, and I get it from you can get it from your chiropractor. Most chiropractors carry it because it's more like a muscle relaxer. It's a relaxant. Some people actually they have a different reaction to valerian root, where it maybe wakes them up rather than makes them sleep. But I take it because it helps my muscles relax so I can sleep at night. Otherwise I'll be laying there and my fibromyalgia will flare up, and then I can't lay there because it hurts too bad. So I take L-threonate. It's a magnesium. I take Formula 303. That's the valerian root one. I do X, number 19. And then I take 2 melatonin. And they're a special kind of melatonin. They don't give you bad dreams, because I've had melatonin make me have bad dreams before. So this melatonin actually, it's really good. It's from Health Masters. And it's just melatonin sublingual. And it's one that I actually just put 2 melatonin under my tongue and let them slowly dissolve. And that way I kind of find my sleep a lot more gentle, and I don't feel like, and you don't wake up groggy. You do not wake up groggy with this melatonin. It works so good, and I've had so many people tell me, oh, melatonin makes me have bad dreams, or melatonin makes me groggy in the morning, or just really not good things about melatonin. But This one from Health Masters, it's really good, and I've been taking it for years. So I do 2 of those, and then I have to take my medicine just before I go to bed. The medicine for the fibromyalgia. So those, all of that together, it's like a whole routine every single night just to go to bed. And I repeat the process in the morning. Well, not that same process, but I have a morning routine where when I wake up, I'm so stiff I have to like get my body moving, or I will find myself in a non-mobile situation. I won't be able to really move. So I have a morning routine, and that's painful. And those of you, and I've had commenters on my in the comment section tell me that they have fibromyalgia too, and you know, they can understand how painful it is, and waking up with migraines is no joke, and all that pain. So yeah, I try to keep my routines. Is this an E? I think that's an E. That's number 17. Try to keep my routines pretty steady, and isn't that a pretty color? It is so pretty. It's a pretty, like a gray teal. So it's a very pretty color. It's like a little bit of a muted teal color. I love this little snowman. He is so cheerful. He's so cute. That little smile. I'm wondering if at some point, and I don't know, like if it just, you know, as your body changes, as you get older, you go through all these physical changes, like, you know, your sleep changes, your mood changes, your hormones change, your, you know, all of the things change. If at some point, I'm very envious of those people that can go to bed and fall asleep. And I know that's, I really am. I don't know. I used to be able to sleep. I used to be able to find sleep so easily. And I'm wondering if at some point, am I going to get that ability back? Like that ability to sleep. Well, I'm up here now. Maybe I'll just move my little tray here so you can see. I'm kind of working up here, trying to get all the E's. Trying to make sure I'm in frame, but I guess I didn't. I could probably, maybe I'll zoom it out just a hair. Maybe I can keep it in frame then. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Because I hate that struggle for sleep. It's always a fight. It's like my husband can go to bed and just fall asleep. He'll be asleep within 30 seconds, or, you know, I mean within 5 minutes, obviously. Maybe 30 seconds is a little exaggerating, but he can literally go to sleep within seconds, minutes. And I'm laying there going, how in the heck do you do that? I cannot sleep. I can't sleep. And I don't know how to, I mean, I try all the things. One thing, I will be honest, one thing when I'm actually at the gym, when I'm doing the gym thing, if I use the pool and sauna, I will be able to sleep. I'll sleep like a baby, but I'll sleep too soon and then I'll be up. So if I do that early in my day, where I go to the gym and I do the sauna, and it's like a red light sauna. It's not the same as like, you know, pour the water over the rocks type sauna. It's a red light sauna. But if I do that and swim in the pool, just do like a floating where I can take the compression off my spinal cord, and it like gives my spinal cord a break, that, I mean, that will exhaust me to the point, and I can't do that every day. I'm not that close to town, first of all, and second of all, it's like, I don't think you want to go in a, I don't know. Maybe you do. Maybe you should. I don't know. I don't know what the routine should be on that. At least a couple times a week, I think. But, yeah, I can't. Well, we'll just say everything's expensive. We'll do J next. J is number 13. So, if I do those things in my day, and I usually, if I go to the gym, I don't do anything but walk around the track. I try not to do too much because I do a little bit of upper body, but I try not to do too much. I mostly just walk around the track, just because the doctor always says, well, you need to make sure you're walking. Just make sure you're walking, because that movement's really good for all your muscles and your joints. But I'll throw in a sauna and a swim in the pool. And it's mostly just like a small little floating pool where you can just kind of float around and take the compression off your spine. And I will come home just from those few things and I'll fall asleep. But that's not when I want to sleep. I want to sleep at night when I'm supposed to be sleeping, when you're supposed to be in your sleep mode, you know, in your circadian rhythm where it's natural. That's where you're supposed to be sleeping. And like my mom, she's on her own clock. She just turned 76 the other day, like literally on the 21st. And that lady, I don't know how she does it, but she can sit down and fall asleep. I need D. And sleep for like 5 hours, you know, take like a long nap in the day and at night, you know, wait until about midnight, fall asleep at midnight. And then that lady can find sleep so easy. I'm like, how do you do that? I don't know how you do that. I can't find sleep like that. I can lay down and rest my body during the day, but I can't like sleep or nap, like actually fall asleep. I can't in the day, but I do have to stop and rest my body for a little bit in the day. I am almost to the end of the square, and here I have talked your ear off. It's like I always have something to say. I just talk your little ear off. Just my life, you know, the ramblings of a stay-at-home homeschooling mom. And oh, how I love it. I love homeschooling my kids. I love my kids, like being there, right there at my fingertips all the time. Just, I think it might be like a safety thing for me. Like it makes me feel safe to know that I feel like they're safe. And that's just how my mind works. It's just, everybody's different. And I feel I'm 100% going to tell you, I do not take one moment of it for granted. Not a moment, not a minute, not a second, not when they're hyper, not when they're having a rough time and they're acting out, not ever. Like I don't, not for 1 second. So please take that and know that as a fact. I do not take it for granted. And I just love having them there. And you know, it's funny because everybody has like a different take on it. Not everybody gets to stay home with their kids. And, you know, some people get to work outside the home and some people have to work outside the home. And it's all based on the person's life. Like everybody has to live life. Everybody has things they got to do. Some people are so like, they can just go, and they, you know, love working outside the home. And I suppose I would feel that way if number one, if I didn't have the health condition that I have. And I would feel that way if I didn't have young ones. I just want, and you know, everybody can agree with me or disagree with me, it's fine, but in my mind, I want to be their first source of information, number one. So if they have questions, peers are important to a child, and they have their friends, but peers shouldn't always be the first source of information, or the first, you know, kids tend to go to their friends, and I really want to be their first source of information. And I was, number 9. I was a victim of bullying when I was young. However, I took care of the bullies after school. I let them do what they wanted to do during school. And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. They wouldn't bully me after that. I was one tough cookie when I was a kid. I was sensitive, but I was pretty tough. Of course, you had to be. Especially if you got 2 older siblings that like to pick on you. That is the job of the older sibling. So when my, I feel like they like have a special role, and every time Corey comes home, if he's like teasing him, I let him, because that's kind of the role of the big brother or the big sister. You know, they have a role, and that they pick on them or, you know, tease them. It's all in fun. It's never to be hurtful. It's all in fun, and nobody's crying or anything like that, you know. It's just, they need that time with their big brother. And they admire him so much. They admire him. So, N is the last one. Number 15. N is the last one for this square, and then I will have this square done. And yeah, I just want to say that I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate you, and I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will pray for those. If you ask for prayers, I'll pray for those who need prayer. And yeah, I'm here in the comments. I'm always here, and I'm going to try to schedule a live. So I will. What was number 15? It was an N. I overlooked one. Oh, didn't need that many in my tray. I just need one. There. So, yeah, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and you have good food and company. And yeah, so here, I'm going to try to zoom out and see if you can see the whole snowman guy. But that is our second square there. You can't really see the whole thing. Isn't he so cute? Okay. So, yeah. Leave me a comment and hit the thumbs up, and you know, do all the things. And if you subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can see whenever I upload a new video. And I will see you on the next one. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.